And right now, we'd like to welcome to MSTV Gym Gang Red, the founder of the Gym Gang. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, Joe? How's everything with you, man?
Pretty good. Fellow New Yorkers right here, Red and myself. For the people that aren't familiar with you guys, you're the founder of the Gym Gang. So give us a little quick synopsis, a little history. Like, when did it start? How did it start? And how big has it gotten since then?
Okay, well, Gym Gang basically started 2009 in the South Bronx section of Fordham Road and Webster Avenue, right on top of a Best Buy. The name of the gym was called 2-4 Fitness, which is still around. Unfortunately, that gym happened to close for whatever reasons, I don't know. But we basically had been established since 2009. And recently, we really wasn't too familiar with social media. So we're just now starting to get involved with social media. We just started to get involved with social media about 2014. So to be honest, I think Gym Gang was birthed to social media 2014. However, we was established 2009. And with the help of social media, allowed us to be known, somewhat worldwide. Like I said in many of different interviews before, I don't know if anyone that's watching this saw any of our interviews, but Gym Gang was created based on a group of guys just loving to go to the gym, lifting weights. It was a hobby. It was a lifestyle. Yeah. So Gym Gang was basically, like I said, it was created in 2009. However, we just started to hit the social media platform. Now, what really took us mainstream was the battle with CT Fletcher, which was Iron Addicts versus Gym Gang. And I believe a lot of people kind of tuned in to us a lot more because just going up against someone that is an icon in this game, who's CT Fletcher, allowed us to basically build off his platform, which was a good idea. I think fitness needed something new.
I understand, but look, good, man. Yeah, good.
Fuck y'all niggas quiet. Wake the fuck up. Come on, man. Wake the fuck up. It doesn't matter what happens. Wake the fuck up. We still Gym Gang. We came all the way down to LA. We still ready. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, we running through that fucking program. We running through that fucking program.
Right? All that shit. Get that shit. Everything. Let's see. Every fucking thing. Let's go. No rap. Fuck that opportunity.
I told him to use the fucking rap. I told him to use the rap. He didn't want to use the rap. My man respect it, man. He's back in the fucking building.
And yeah, CT's a cool guy, man. The cover of our spring issue this past year. I've had the pleasure of interviewing him in person a few times. Definitely want to wish him well. He's going through a lot of health problems. He's waiting for the heart transplant. He has some kidney issues. But I did check out your videos with CT, and it definitely was a cool corroboration between you guys. And so, like you said, basically you were just you and a bunch of guys from your neighborhood that like to go to the fucking gym and train together. That's kind of just how it just all began, right?
Well, we never had any idea of Gym Gang going to the extent it is today. Like I said, it was just a hobby and it was a lifestyle that we basically was doing. But then it came to a point where we started noticing in our neighborhood we was becoming very popular. And a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs other than myself started bringing lucrative ideas to my mind. And I started feeding off of that. And we decided to build the brand.
Yeah.
And here we are today. Because to be honest with you, we wasn't looking to take this nowhere. It was just a crew thing. That's all it was.
Yeah. And who came up with the name Gym Gang? Was that you?
I came up with the name Gym Gang. One of the reasons why I came up with the name Gym Gang, because when we was in the gym, Mark Schwartz is a personal trainer who has a very good physique. Everyone came to Mark to basically look for him to train him and get somewhat near the way he looks. So we all would train with Mark Schwartz, meet up a particular time, and we all would just bang out. And with his influence, everybody in the gym wanted to basically work out with us. So it'd be about 10 or 15 dudes standing around 2 benches, you know, trying to get that pump and that look.
Yeah.
And we just follow suit. And next thing you know, I'm like, yo, look, damn, it's a bunch of us in this gym. Our energy is crazy. Everybody wants to participate. And it just dawned on me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this, man? We got a gang going on right here. We got a gang that's right in front of us, you know? So then it just dawned on me. I said, yo, we in the gym and we look like a gang. I mean, fuck it, gym gang.
Perfect. Yeah, it makes sense, right?
You know? yeah, gym gang, you know, and that's how that went, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you guys got the apparel. I mean, you're wearing your cap right here. You guys got the shirts and stuff. I mean, it's definitely, it's cool. It's eye-catchy. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just a powerful name and it makes sense. And the way you guys have kind of been putting it together has really been cool. But it's branched out further than this gym in the Bronx where you said it started, right? Because when I was at the Arnold Classic, the Ohio crew of the gym gang, Jim Star and a bunch of those guys, we were hanging out, taking pictures and stuff together. So how did it get outside of just that original place where you started this at?
You know what? It was a curse and it was a blessing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really felt we should have just kept it with the 4 guys that basically was the creators. Some of the creators that formed along with me, because when we started adding other people, it kind of watered the situation down. A lot of disloyalty kicked in. Fans that wanted to be around us just to stumble upon people that we had met off of our name. And, you know, with that came, like I said, a lot of disloyalty and problems came after that. So I think we decided to go back to the natural roots and just keep it amongst the 5 guys. But I want to answer your question. I don't want to run away from it. You asked me how did it spread out. How it spread out was when we went viral and we started putting things on Instagram and YouTube, we had a lot of people reaching out to us that wanted to become a part of this brotherhood family called Gym Gang. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I came to mind too, along with my partner, we decided to, why not, you know, allow people to have that same dream we have, allow them to build the same team that we have in our community and their community. So we came out with something called Recruits. Recruits turned into Hell Week, and Hell Week was formed to basically, if you would be able to pass this recruit, you'll be able to become a part of Gym Gang, and you can take that and then bring it to your community and start building your own crowd of people to form a gym gang in your local state or city or borough or county, wherever you may be. Mm-hmm. And we just started forming a team off of that, and people just started branching off and doing their own thing. But of course, nothing is going to be, I don't care what you do, it's not going to be as the originators. No matter how much you give someone a formula, they're going to take it, and they're just not going to carry it the same way we do. You know, some dudes try to, they get close, but it's not like how we would carry it out.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to also give a quick shout out and a thanks to my buddy Christian Christofi. He's the guy that turned me on to you guys. I know him for quite a few years. He lives upstate by you guys. Mm-hmm.
You know, when I first started lifting weights, I was always a slim kid. I was supposed to be in the NBA. Unfortunately, I wound up in the gym. But that's another story. But, you know, I remember going to Bally's gym. Bally's was very popular at my time.
Yeah, me too, bro.
And when I was going to Bally's gym, you know, I always wanted to look big and muscular like a lot of the pros that I've seen, even the pros in magazines. But the problem with that was this. A lot of pros are very antisocial. Yeah. And you can't even go up to these dudes and ask them the formula, how to eat, how to get to where you would need to be or come near to what they're looking like. Mm-hmm. So I've always wanted to build a community which was much friendly for people such as myself, the way I was, to be able to come up to someone in the gym and say, hey, look, man, what do you do? Or what do you eat? How do you get to this point? And I feel that's what separates Gym Gang from the pros, because a lot of dudes in our camp, we're very sociable. You can come up and kick it with us and ask us any kind of question. Mm-hmm. We don't just discriminate because you don't look like us. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel fitness is it should be a friendly sport. You know, I think it should be a welcoming to anyone. And with bodybuilders, they're a little bit more standoffish. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a cult. And that cult is like, if you're not living the way we're living or doing what we're doing, we can no longer talk to you. They isolate themselves from you. And that's just the kind of perception I was receiving. So I think Gym Gang, we try to like stay away from that angle. You know, we're more fitness friendly.
Yeah.
And willing to hear your story and even critique the level you may want to get to.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, man. You know, like you said, you mentioned Bally's. I'm going to date myself now. I used to work at Bally's, but it was called Jack LaLanne at the time still. So.
I remember Jack LaLanne.
Yeah, I worked in Kings Highway in Brooklyn. That was the gym I worked at. Yeah.
Okay.
But I definitely agree with what you said. A lot of times these pros, and I'm not going to really blame them. A lot of times it's a whole thing where they got to get mentally involved and stuff, and they're at these expos. Sometimes the day of the show, they're actually there and they're doing their thing. So their mind is in a different place sometimes. But that's what makes social media guys like yourself and the rest of the Gym Gang and other social media guys in this industry different, because they're not worried about dieting and all of this shit for shows and tans. They're just doing it because they want to look good, they want to feel good, and it's like kind of like a community, like you said. Everybody kind of, we have a common goal. We all want to look good and stay in shape for sports, for ourselves, for whatever the case may be. But I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you the whole thing with Macc Truc. Now, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm a little confused of how the whole thing started. So instead of speculating and trying, there's all these videos by these third parties, which I don't even want to bother watching. I'm going to go right to the horse's mouth. What was the story? What happened? I did see the videos where you guys were hanging out in New York together. It looked like everybody was on the same page. What happened?
You know, the situation with I and Macc Truc is, I think, is really with me and Macc Truc. Really, I just think our lines got crossed. There was a very strong misunderstanding between him and I, which escalated to a very negative outcome. And like, as of right now, I can no longer entertain that because that's not fitness for me. I didn't come here to bring that type of energy to the fitness community, you know. Now, when it first started, I did entertain it, but sometimes as humans, we all go through emotional feelings, and we tend to lead into a direction where we shouldn't go. But once I came down off of that high, I realized that I can't no longer entertain this, because Gym Gang, if we're going to beef or fight with anybody, it's going to be in a gym. And we're going to take our negative energy out in the gym with weights. And I think it went a little too far, and it leaked outside of the gym, and that's where I had to pull back. But from my understanding, it kind of stems from us not being able to work out with Macc Truc. When we went out there at the fitness expo, he felt the way about that. He felt that you know, he came to New York and, you know, he showed us love, and when we came to LA, we didn't show him love.
Okay.
You know, so that's where that whole situation kind of stormed from, you know. But me personally, I think it could have been something we could have handled on the phone as men, instead of putting it on social media and getting to this point, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know Macc Truc. I've never had any dealings with him. But I just was curious because I see on his channel, he's got like video after video where he's fucking ragging on you. And I'm like, you know, I don't know what the reason is. And, you know, that's why I said, let me ask. So you think it's from when you guys were out at the LA Fit Expo you're talking about at the beginning of January, I'm assuming, right? That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, because he made a video basically saying that he will no longer do anything with Gym Gang, you know, and at first, I kind of knew it was coming to that. But I mean, look, that's his opinion. If he feels that way, he has a right to feel that way.
Yeah.
But me personally, I just think that this all could have been resolved over a phone call.
Yeah.
You know, something like this. Because to be honest with you, me and Macc had a personal relationship. We developed a personal relationship in a short period of time that I've known him. So I personally didn't expect that from him to take this to social media. And it was a surprising blow, because someone that I truly built a relationship with, if I have a problem with them, I'll normally pick up the phone and speak to them, you know.
Yeah,
he wasn't a stranger to me, and I wasn't a stranger to him.
Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe the next time you guys cross paths, you'll shake hands and say "fuck it" and move on, and then a bigger fish to fry kind of thing. You don't have to be buddies, but no need to throw out arrows and shit. That's I don't know. I mean, to me, this industry, it seems like it happens a lot in this fitness industry. There's always a lot of feuds and shit going on between this group and that group, or this guy and that guy. And, I'm not going to say I'm exempt from it. I mean, I've had my issues with different people in the industry, and, sometimes you take it public a little bit. But I was just curious, so now that you clarified that for me. But as far as you're concerned, you're not worried about it anymore, so we'll move on from that. So what's in the future for Gym Gang? I do like what you said, though, before I let you answer that, where the Hell Week, and I've watched the videos that you've put up on the YouTube channel, where they almost like got to earn it. Like you said, you're not just giving the store away. Like if they pass the Hell Week, now they could become a Gym Gang and do something in their area with it. So, so with that in mind, is that how you're going to kind of let this thing grow just from that type of Hell Week things?
Well, right now that's in the air. We're contemplating on that. I mean, for the most part, I think we're just going to do Hell Week and allow people to experience Hell Week.
Yeah.
As far as members, we don't have athletes. We don't have athletes. We have members, people that want to be a part of our community, and they have the ability to move around with us if they like.
Yeah.
So I don't think we would recruit them anymore. I think it would be more of them experiencing Hell Week and going through what they go through, and then we just leave it as that.
Okay, cool.
That's something that it could change, though. It could change.
I hear you.
It definitely could change.
Yeah, but you guys got so you guys got the core, like you said, the original group, you guys, and
well, see, this what people go wrong at with Gym Gang. They we have our original core members. I'm gonna push their names out there.
Yeah, sure.
Diodge, Mark Swartz, Vanna, Ann Brawley, myself. Those are the core members for the most part, and anything around that is basically just members, dudes that came in afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of dudes get it confused. They see Gym Gang, they think that's the guy that basically started Gym Gang or was there with Gym Gang. No, those dudes are basically members that came along as time went by. So those are the core members. When you see Gym Gang and you speak about Gym Gang, you see those 5 men. Now, we might have someone that's going to be added on to the gang. And we're going to make that announcement real soon.
Okay,
so
cool.
He'll be a core member as well. Because in order for you to be a core member, you have to be able to come here and do something. You can't just come here and be a core member. You haven't did nothing extravagant. It doesn't make sense. You got to be able to put in work. You don't just get a Purple Heart from being. You don't get a Purple Heart just for saying you're a soldier. You
Absolutely.
really got to put in work.
Yeah.
You got to put in work. You have to earn that.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Gym Gang is one of the most positive gangs you can ever stand next to. It's a positive gang. We stand strong in the gym. Any problems we have, we settle in the gym. And that's it. And that's where I'm going to leave that. Now, as far as reaching out Gym Gang, you could always reach us at, we have a YouTube channel, which is gymgangtv.com. That will lead you to our channel. Subscribe. And we also have a store, which is online, which is gym-gang.com. If you want any apparels, any accessories, or you want to find out what's going on with the gang, you can always log on to that. We have our Instagram page, which is gymgang_corp. We update daily activities with people around the world as doing fitness things, or some of our guys that we basically just take pictures from their page and add it on to our page.
And you are personally... Go ahead.
Not to forget. Every Tuesday, you guys
Instagram
can
Live.
Log on
to
Instagram Live at 6 p.m. We have a live chat room. We speak about everything. Everything is not about fitness. We talk about a lot of things, so you can feel free to log on.
And that's
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, that's cool. That's I'm glad you remembered that. That's the gymgang_corp, CORP. That's the one with the Tuesday show, right?
Yes, every Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Yeah, Instagram Live's great, man. We do two live shows a week, doing one right after this interview, actually. So it's definitely a great platform to get the interaction with the people and stuff like that. But so your personal Instagram is gymgang_red, is it?
Yeah, my personal Instagram is gymgang_red174. That's gymgang_red174.
And you'll be seeing a lot of the Gym Gang on Muscle Sport TV. We'll be showing their videos. I'm going to be meeting them up there, upstate New York, and we're going to be doing some live videos at their gyms. Gym Gang Red, thank you so much for joining us today on Muscle Sport TV, bro. Take care.
Thank you, Joe. It's been a pleasure to be on your channel, and I wish the best and hope to see you a lot more.
Well, you will, man. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
We'll be right back after this break.
Got to stay straight focused, too.
I'm Travis Horn, United States Marine Corps combat veteran. I'm 28 years old, a local from Las Vegas, Nevada. If you see my videos or you see me online or you've met me in real life, you get this aura and energy out of me that is so positive that you must do something different with your life. It's very easy to get complacent and get into a position in your life where you stay stagnant. I, ladies and gentlemen, will help you find a new way. Going through certain experiences growing up, after getting out of the Marine Corps and going through a traumatic event with my relationship, I learned a lot of things that helped me grow as an individual and as a father. Outside of being a dad, I train 7 days a week on balance and proprioception, kinetic chain firing to show the world what movement is all about. The art of movement, mobility and balance is in everybody in everyday life. It's needed and it's essential for well-being. People out there with extreme talents or mindsets that put them in a position where you would think it's extreme, you have to understand that they've been through something in their life perspective-wise that put them mentally at that level. We tend to forget about our children and our youth, and we tend to skip over their physical and mental capabilities. And I'm here for the future to open up a facility where people can feel comfortable and be in tune with their body.
Let's be honest. Most of us are finding our gear from Johnny in the back of the fucking gym over there. You want one of these. The Roid test. You want to make sure it's not bunk, not weak crap. This is their advanced field kit. Just got it sent to me. William Llewellyn, he of the Anabolics books. So this guy knows his shit. Here's the Roid test. Comes in a nice case here. Look at that. It's even got a fucking battery. Look at that. Oof. All different tests you can do on all your different gears. All right, now here's your tester. So check it out. Highly accurate, versatile, fast, easy to read, and step-by-step instructions. More than 20 different steroids this is going to check. Oils, tablets, capsules, and even raw powder. Specific color reactions, provide all the confirmation, and it has a whole booklet in here. You can get all your stuff, boldenone, testosterone, all this stuff, everything you want to know. Guys over at roidtest.com, advanced field kit. Get it and make sure you're not getting fucked. The nose knows that the suck asses are going to be all over these next 3, maybe 4 Arnold Classic shows in 2018. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what you might be saying to yourself, and this is exactly what I'm saying. The first 2 Arnold Classics, USA, North America, however you want to call it, Columbus, Ohio, and Australia, were under the Jim Mannion IFBB Pro League banner. The next set, 3, now you got South America, it's in April, and then you have Africa in May, and then in the end of September in Europe. But Asia, which there was no discussion about that when they were divvying these things up between the 2 IFBBs. But now the ArnoldSportsFestival.com does have Asia listed and says it will be announced for a 2018 date. But it doesn't say anything about, is it IFBB Pro or IFBB Elite Pro? I have a feeling it's going to be IFBB Pro because that would be 3 each. It kind of just would make more sense. But when the big split happened last year at the Olympia, and Raphael, his IFBB went away from the Mannion IFBB, the Arnold Classics were kind of divvied up between the 2 leagues, and the first 2 of the calendar year were Mannion, and now we're going to see what happens with the Elite Pros. So these next 3 shows, unless somebody jumps ship, you're not going to have a William Bonac. You're not going to have a Rolly Winkler, and these are the guys that won the 2 that I just mentioned. You're going to have people maybe that we're not familiar with here in the U.S., but it doesn't mean they're not good bodybuilders. They could have been pros for years. We're not familiar with them possibly. Maybe they didn't compete in the shows that we have been used to watching all along, even the overseas ones that we watch. And sometimes you look at these overseas lineups in the IFBB and you recognize 3 names and there's like fucking 10 guys. You're like, who the fuck is that? Well, those are probably going to be the guys that are going to be in the Raphael thing. But people that live in those countries, let's just say, for argument's sake, in Brazil, where they're having the one April, 20th to 22nd, that weekend. There may be some local guys there, or other guys from South America that are like fucking hometown heroes there. But over here, we may not know about them. But it will be interesting to see how those shows differ from any of the others in the past that used the Arnold Classic moniker. Because last year, even though they were in the same places, they were IFBB Pro League ones, and Raphael and Mannion were there together. Now, it's a big difference now. But the funniest part about this is you're gonna see all the suck asses, all of the we love IFBB Pro League and NPC and Jim Mannion and all of those people, and boo to the Raphaels, and fuck Raphael, and fuck the Elite Pro League, and fuck Wayne D'Amelio. It's going to be quite entertaining. Probably more entertaining than all the Arnolds, not just these Elite Pro ones, because us here at Muscle Sport Mag, we were at the Arnold Classic in Ohio. We were not at the show. We were at the expo. We were at the bars. We were hanging out with you guys, the fucking fans. Hanging out with the family. I didn't give a fuck if Bonac won. I didn't give a fuck if Rowley won the one in Australia either. I didn't give a fuck about any of them, and I don't give a fuck about the one in South America coming up this month. What I do give a fuck about is how can we capitalize on these shows, and what we're going to do is make fun of the fucking blowjobs, the muscular developments of the world that are going to just balls deep swallow fucking semen and complete fucking hog fucking knobbing, because they're going to say that, look how bad Raphael's show was. There wasn't one name that we recognize here in the U.S. and around the globe for IFBB, Pro League, because we're global now and all of that. Who gives a fucking shit? You think the fucking fans are going to sit there and go, IFBB Pro League? If there's a guy they like in this Elite Pro, let's just say, for argument's sake, Kai Green jumped to that league, which he's not competing anymore. I'm just using that as an example. But let's just say a Kai Green, somebody of that caliber, decided to make the move to the Raphael Elite Pro. Do you think fans here are not going to fucking tune in or try to follow it somehow? Well, none of you blowjobs are going to fucking do any play-by-play of that, because you're not going to be there, first of all. But you don't think they would be into that? Of course they would be into that. They would watch that just as much as they watch the fucking Australia one or the US one, if there was guys like that are going to be in there. And maybe there will be. I have a confession to make. Bodybuilding is boring as a fucking watching cum dry. So, to make it more exciting for the family, we look at the lighter side of bodybuilding, the lifestyle, the fucking adult part of it, the funny parts of it, the juicy parts of it, pun intended. So I don't worry about, how does he look 2 weeks out from his Arnold Classic? Don't worry, Shower Curtain will handle that. I want to just watch how those fucking people and their fucking ass-kissing people on their forum and the ironic douches of the world, I don't even consider that a pro show. That's a nobody show. Arnold should be embarrassed. And now because Arnold had this fucking open heart surgery yesterday, as I'm taping this, it was the day before that he was sick and he had to get this procedure done, or 2 days ago, some shit like that. He may not be at this show in Brazil. I'm just fucking surmising. And all of the ironic douches of the world are going to go, you see, Arnold's trying to separate himself from Raphael and those guys. Oh my God. It's so fucking funny. That's what makes this fucking interesting, guys. To see the differences between the shows, and part of those differences are the fucking fellating of the federations. So for all you federation fellatio fucking givers out there and fellators, enjoy the next 3, maybe 4 Arnold Classics. Because maybe the Asia is going to go to Raphael too. Or maybe the Asia is this. I have a feeling they're going to push that off to 19. look at the site what I'm talking about. It looks like it was kind of, I think it might have been, a mistake because, last year's show and all of that, we're going to take a year off, and it's like, but we're doing 18, but you did 17, so what the fuck, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they didn't do 1 in 17 because I didn't give a fuck then, just as least as I give a fuck now. But the nose knows that we are not going to fillet either of the federations. And if we're not going to fillet the family either, because we want to eat pussy, we don't want to suck dick.
So, are you looking for open and honest talk about female bodybuilding, female muscle, competing, and more? Well, here it is. Make sure to watch me, Crystal Wildfire Anthony, on Spreading Like Wildfire on Muscle Sport TV. Not only will I give you my uncensored opinions, but I'll also show you some sexy muscle. Want to see more? Just come watch me on MuscleGirlsLive.com and follow me on Instagram at Crystal Wildfire Anthony. You want to be careful, though, not to get burned. It's hot, and it's going to be spreading like wildfire. Make sure you guys sign up. Watch us at Muscle Sport Mag, Muscle Sport TV, and come say hello.